It's your boy once again, Buffalo Pacha. Mamela, thank you so much for always subscribing and following, sharing the podcast. So I just want to say thank you. Before we go any further, let's just take a few minutes or seconds to thank God about keeping us here, keeping us safe, keeping our family safe, our brothers and friends. So yeah, I want to thank you because without the never really more, never alone as our beautiful family. Thank you so much. And by the way, let me just give you a warm welcome to the Earbook with Buffalo Pacha. Season 2, #2025 Coffee. We are on episode number 4. And the man besides me, Mamela, he's so much familiar because Alcalombo, since it's season 2, so it goes by the name of Umpo. Was it in Chaka?
Hola mi dog, like, what's up beautiful people, we're back again, episode 4, season 2, #2025 Rekofela. It's your co-host Mpo, and I'm gonna le baja guy, like it's Sunday, how tomorrow, retena konyana re le dimkere wa rapela mo para plus abo no chile sinteriana eh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday. It's
man of God. Come on, Mubra. Hey, Baja family, Baja sharp. Because this is, I feel like I'm being ambushed here.
How?
Lena Levan, young man, comment. Don't forget to go on YouTube and subscribe, guys. Kabona, like Emana Kabona, what push it?
Yeah, I saw.
I'm seeing their response by active. Like, thank you guys so much for your support. How we appreciate it. Please keep on listening, subscribe, but then like the YouTube thing again on Spotify. And I just want to take this moment to go guide or
sure.
And give you your flowers for I was listening to the ones that season 1 that was Spotify.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm podcasting, we are with him, we are doing things. And I'd also like for them, Balor, they are new, they're just joining the family, to also go back. Because he started it alone. Establishment, he started it, a pusher, and then now we are hopping on it. Why Tom I understand. So I just want to give you your flowers, I'm also proud, like context study season 1, also like the topics I think it's very. Yeah, you can learn a lot from it. Like we say, imperfection is blessed. We learn every day, guys. Like it, but anyway, otherwise, din sang.
My week was fine. My week was okay. Wet.
Ano na malaki dilo mo para? It's so jealous. Otherwise, hindi ka good god mo para.
Yeah, he's the man behind Toy Motor.
I'm not really.
But by the way, my week was fine. Especially like Good Friday. Also, I want to tell you also getting but what the church what class church on Good Friday?
Always go to church on Good Friday. I never miss.
I want to take along. I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm like again, so I just feel like maybe you can take along if I get a chance. One of my co-hosts is either Yorochi or a post. He said, or so we'll see about that. But how was your week?
I think don't make them think to busy. I do go to church, guys. I do attend church. Good Friday born, I believe on.
Sure. Yeah.
But my week has been hectic, man. Spanish, I eat Spanish, dog.
Hustle 1 week.
Besides hustle, like it was gay, like lots of things to buy. So yeah, man.
It's been hectic.
You
know, I think if you're listening to Bulan to Zempana, majority of Mpana, to the journalists. So yeah, I was talking to one of my friends and sending her something which is we better discuss it and hear how we're gonna tackle it to understand. Because sometimes a person can tell you something and then how you want what feel or man who someone and discuss and understanding is one based on the certain situation, So I'm going to send a post from Facebook from a guy called Benjamin Zulu. So I'm just gonna read 3 or 4 paragraphs in paragraphs. So this guy says there's a reason many men don't settle with women they suffered with. When he was broke, he didn't know what he wanted. He simply made do with what was available. Even if he knew what he wanted, he didn't have option to go for it because he was broke. This is not the play the devils advocate and encourage the vice of using other people for selfish gain while hating them in the process. This is simply to explain a social phenomenon that has baffled me. Why do men change after they get money? That's the only time they can be themselves. I just want us to kind of talk about that because I feel like I've noticed it more than once. Even though what I think obvious, I can just say their names. He was with a certain woman at a time. And didn't try to copy you are to Spanish sharp or even if you was Spanish business and a well established. Media and faith. So more spacing. So why do men change after they get money or after they make it in life? Like that's what I want us to go through. Like yeah.
So Joe, you family man. That's the topic here today. So basically we're saying like why do men change once they make it in life, once they reach that financial freedom, once they get to a point where now they can do anything, everything, because of they are able now financially. Mara, like disclaimer, Joe, disclaimer. I just want to say this before we get into this one because it's a hot topic, Joe.
It is.
And one thing I want our family to understand: sometimes, like we entertain the other people's thoughts. Like I agree, this thing
this thing was
Benjamin.
Yes,
like sure. They mustn't personally think no, one time because one time,
sure.
But. And I feel like like we said even in the other episode, when we're doing the recap of Valentine's and everything, we did mention, I think we were very clear, like we will not be a part of those men.
Sure.
But as Majida, personally I feel like we have to look at it from both sides. Not I understand Majida,
like those
to a certain point. I do understand where they're coming from. I think before I would say as by change, they just by evolve or like their true colors are coming out, but it's change in a way because you can't relate to that person the same way. We have this tendency like majita lo duneng le bona metric. Character ya metric le motholing wena I sa tshwana, understand? Mara since umugcina metric as outila that image ya outila uitsi wena se wa metric wa understand a metric so le ha o bona no o tlo batla o actor the way nele actor na ko ila wa understand. I'm sure we've seen this happening and o tlo batla to get also that character I trying ya how ya car
sure
akra no man I just le motho antara akra dan lo skotana but thadi plus ka ona wena nga se tlwele tire daman. Mara anyway, tatla kipa lesaka mo spacing.
Sure.
Mara ri depe brother. So as I was saying, but they change, but in a way it's like for them they grew, man. They just grew, they upgraded.
Okay.
And I feel like if I were to be that person, logically, like logic, maybe in that point in time I would say like you were my type. You were my type at that level. Now you're no longer my type.
This is getting somewhere.
Like that's the only thing that makes sense. Maybe for example, of Isaiah Gizzard. So at any Gizzard and a Catalan and a Lira do what maybe you are shot at Chakulo by a daddy Fedilo Chakulo.
Like she was always there.
Understand now, training Manala, training then Jiggy no papa, you little business Gizzard as an entertainer, real span, over 30 global, you know, push to say maybe cooperate to push to the massive, I'll buy a GTI whenever half hour.
Okay, but in terms of what you've just said, and what I've just read, when I'm you think it's fair for that person? Like, is it
for the other person?
Because if Majita Apo, do you think one analyst how you before when not change it? you really go with it through whatever that you went through, and then you never pop instead of pop away.
When how really change it?
Yeah. Do you think like that's my question? Like what other thing it's on or these people, which is women, do they have the same thing that's more like ours? Maybe a pop, no so hold type it's a owner. Okay, the one on a bacabajal. If Babuka on a fist.
Like, wait till that then, like, 69, like, it really doesn't change because I can't say, she won't do that. It happens. I'm sure you know, obvious, but just like green, understand, just like us men. But I guess it will be less likely Kamasadi. Understand? Yeah, I think it will be less likely Kamasadi because Masadi akasibelwe na braga fela Joe. If naliting likawata ka fela and then apopa and she leaves you, that means probably she was never really like nisiwa in the first place.
Yeah.
Because Majida and Brata I lose a camonte. Busy to tell us I do about her very livery number.
Now, in my own opinion, if I have to like talk about this, I would say if I have to answer the question of why do men change after they get married, after they make it in life. This statement, if you continue, just that this person is trying to explain why by change.
Yeah.
So we now understand. Like he understands why men do it. Sure. So it's more like what you just said. At that, there is a certain point. At this point of time, in your life you are busy. Maybe you are studying. There is the yearbook. You are still trying to build. You are still trying to fight in life, and then we're still trying to like it's really like also be stable to a point of relaxed so they can be able to choose this is what I want. This is the person that I want. This so hi guys. I give you hi guys.
Like they have to understand. Yeah. That's like freedom of speech. Guys, this low on us could commenting.
Sure.
Take.
And freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, how to has give her very good. Auto free one, for example, Oko Panelli. One long tola. Let's say Auto half of one, and they're going to be attracted to a certain woman and then free. How do they? Obviously, for now, you're still struggling. Auto settler for you, even though you know very well, limit. One thing I've noticed about a guy
was not next.
Yeah, how but this is not your level. You are playing whenever you are playing from Vela, Bizun to EPL. No, we're not going to born. But eventually, how can I jump in EPL? Only EPL. This is my league. You understand? I don't think for an example, you can't take Barcelona, Sundowns
unless it's friendly match
by any means. How long Barcelona?
You can't be a small team and you want to sign.
So I think I think why am I change? And mind you, we are not saying we are just trying to
and we are not
analyze this situation. Understand? Okay, into it, social media. Ladies will be like, oh, nah. I remember I saw some post. I think it was early this year. You know what? I don't encourage you how to think social because but when so we understand push mentality
full package, which is reality is I full package you never settle. Understand? As much as it's risky, because we know they do live on it's not all of them. I understand that there are men out there about discipline, and we can't discredit that. I understand. Sure. We can't no financial freedom if it wasn't for that woman, if it wasn't for that pillar, if it wasn't for that supportive person, if it wasn't for that prayer warrior or nanale at that time, and some king, I'm not stress, marabiri kasutus, do something to make yourself feel a bit pushanyana, then you feel better about this still. Some frustrated. I'm tired. Like motolo natali thing, how people do understand but they what and baba value and baba sharp ones, but just like I feel like we're gonna do the same thing.
Exactly.
I understand. Yeah. So, but for those that are unfortunate, I understand. For those that are unfortunate, man, like it's not the end of the world. I understand.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world. Like more fating, like I feel like somehow to like ubuntu, man. We are here to use each other. We are living in one ecosystem, one biodiversity, like we rapidisana. One saramambara. Mkarwira oxygen na kahema wena uthiri tamati kuthiri sukiri like we have to reuse it somehow to a certain point, whether you like it or not. We have to use each other. Relationship mama papa I don't care mutho wa use le no use but aska misuse na batho fa iziro mutho mabra asemunyalo mtsepisa dikho I wouldn't know about the show.
You promised to marry me.
So I can talk.
Maybe say
I'm going to marry.
No, I'll get you with you.
Step for when? Ah,
that's
it's really busy, so what's in a no?
Yeah, like but so what's a great camera again? But dangerous. How about Lucy?
I believe that camera can catch you, but home about the
sure, how clever. I would go on to how long?
Oh, Balatan.
Let's see what I want to know. Hey, can I know what's a good like in see? She sends a lady.
Maybe it's like embarrassed.
C'est vrai. Tout le tout est piston mondial. We so trying ya.
C'est like embarrassed. You must not do that. Regular shabu telling you where you're telling and tell you man. That's the jar. But yeah, no, like I feel like we mustn't take away Ubuntu, man, from all this because of. But tobacco no flop, like everybody will flop somehow, I understand.
Yeah.
Then 50-50, msadi akausia hapo pa lesokotsibo botle. But ba ba trend mo la masnineng msadi a tsotsa di savings tsa bona ba khawata kaofela abaya tlatla ka makama high khala o thela molatla mabara. Nahana jo.
One of the way that is really like it's really popular thing, a bit dangerous thing. I remember there was this lady that gave advice and I go check with the lawyer. Now it's like imagine I now advise you as a lawyer how nyala with a prenup. So can you community of proper. Imagine like why are God advices on
lawyer was part.
So I get that those are the things that she deals with like you understand.
It goes without saying, it's very loud. No, but like lawyer right. What's why you didn't have
and based on that, another thing, Elohim, Vele, I wouldn't say I agree with Majita Vele. No, there is this question that I kind of need an answer, but obviously when are you gonna we don't get opinion of answer.
Sure.
Like Pela can I if let's say media can I live on and then I feel like I become rich and all that. And then I'm jiggy like I'm lash.
Sure.
Get to not share it away. You know, Nagabonaki type at the time. The question still remains. Motu all night bonawaki is if ever next night you go. Too. Let me make it as an example because I think this. Let's say when I get so.
Sure.
I can't do 50 meters. 50 meters again and second batch. Obviously, number one, what change koloi litlo bona go litlovanga. To vanga go le sharp. Outfit litlo change, understand. And then understand. Sure, since ke bona hala, okay, there are changes there. And then ke like I'm talking about Tuli Pongo. Ke do example because she's beautiful but then she's popular. So it's someone that you all know. So ke oye, ha ke fitla oye na mfito.
Ba jetse na le msadi je ba sare.
Ha ke fitla oye na ke am frère. a go ke fitla ke mfrega ke tsamaya ka G class G63 ke apere jalo tla wa ndumela now I go back if ke tla let's say 15 meter eo ya kena ke tsamaya ke le batjha ke le so lwane ke nka bolt a tsai va ka G class ya lebe ke na le ona ke isara ka G ke bolt ke va ke le so ke a uthuli phongo ntse ke na 15 meter eo ma ke lo mfrega ke le so oh da mfethu you don't need an you know la go tlo ndumela okay I get it mfethu but okay I'm sure you know that
yeah shape Pepsi ya Pepsi
so question I am so if kia le batjha ke di change so o tlo nduela na
mo tla ka ABC yo chong ora re butsena ke
no I'm honest stupid ke batla
no mara realistically ai ga siraha I think we all know
like no na ke ya tloa ke tloa no tafling ke no mfredi DJ mara pe me penga ke rena hatsi me penga ka so o ka sa ke sindumi I guess mara ba sa tsini bank account ya so hantle flop ke ya hle hantle twetsoring to be ke ya go latle ke nyongo obviously like it's and changes take of
money make the world go around Zaga I chicken salifasi brother sure yeah how you go about Mr. Global
Mara, I think everyone knows that Victor Nyoko ke ona very and to but should it affect our relationship do you affect like can it affect to that point to that level and to wena no mfetwa gele noma maybe wa renta somewhere
ebile
media o dira etla you tsetsa magwenya
ebile ongopetsa
ola ga ke wa va media o ile sa next thing when out ona nyoko o so pa M4 ha sa batho ba
magwenya
o so bona magwenya o so bona
ke batla di medi
wa wetsa jwang
sushi
wa wetsa jwang
hanana thoa
so what
ke ka ko meleni no for breakfast
so mtsetsa ha tlisetsa dinto I don't want this go pontisetsa ka tray mara mfethu all I know media o ditla ka plastic e lo gaga o
ke batla amfa dijo a khuname
imagine like why should it be so why tla menyuki etse jwalo mfethu
brother I rahala chimyala jo it's fucked up man but I feel like a lot of money is the root to all evil.
I think it
too much
to get jolo ba bile vele ya what money good of all now if to hara get it
I quote the Bible.
Yeah, quote the Bible please.
Yeah. One thing about people they confused. They make a mistake. Some will say money is the root of all evil.
Sure.
Money is not bad.
Okay.
Money, the love of money. The problem is the love of money. Because when you love money too much, and then it becomes greedy. That's where you commit a sin.
Being greedy is a sin. Come Galatians, I think it's Galatians what go flex it in
so money that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
That's why even in the Bible, God need your tithe. When understand. So you know if I wrong how no we rather too much. Then you substitute God with money. Yes. Yeah, that's the
basically
that's the
it's your
because
God.
you can do anything.
Yeah. That's true. Too much of something good is bad. Yeah.
But when you believe that money changes people.
Yes, it does.
It has to.
Both in good and bad, no?
Yeah.
Just a whole look, you must humble yourself.
That's why I say
To be honest, when you get money, obviously things will change.
Everything
But
changes.
it depends on your change as well. One thought.
yeah.
Yes.
Because you know what, there is this person like that. Sometimes re khalla maphelo a batho bana le nyongo. Like o bona motho a mentioning abnormal le kuditse parts and tletse batho o khalla philo bo. Motho o tholo rena o khalla peace ya o khalla like wena philo bo ha ntso feta maybe
Yeah, that simple life.
That's simple, yeah. So when you don't know what is going through in terms of nyongo yana le nyona ha o tsebe but wena o khalla that lifestyle. But how tsebe o phela jwang. There are people in fact ba tshwarang di heist. Motho o phela happy le sharp mfethu obviously o go bala
Ke bona ba batletseng ko di clubong ba busy ba rekela bana ba di Azul le di Vevo Ice girl out there high 27.
But that's true. Yeah.
Like they can't sleep. Those men. Ba keep up busy ka bona bana ba borea ba motho na re itse le skela motho go tla bong na le tsona tsa makhutsumeng. Are ke makhutsumeng. E Maria ba tsa ira dira ha le bo boga na twai. Keep a telephone the Owens Benden TJ go para dos.
But I feel like in my current life, in my current situation, if ever God blesses me, but He will, which is I know He will. One of the things to learn keep the rappel now. I like to keep it humble. I keep it humble as much like born.
And how
born fit we put on them and
I feel like it's something you like there's the motivational whatnot to say braga like ish. Like I feel like in Nabraga, I fucked up to a point where Kalika flop, I'm more living. So until everybody buang got motivation in Braga somehow like click, make us say like when I let everybody buang motivation. I don't know who exactly, but I'm sure some of the family, but they've heard this before. I understand. Like in most cases, you need to probably practice it before it even happens. I understand. If we zero in life, you wanna be someone who push on podcast, we rang like last year we over the span we read that mental personality now. Like let's say now you know what can take how you wanna achieve that and everything. You need to portray yourself already in that way. You're already where you say you wanna be. Sure. That vision how and everything, like you need to already start implementing and putting yourself like in habits and things device you already like like I don't know vision so why you run na njona ko jara tinga ka bona tla be le bima fela jo a kenya ke eng wa itse nga nga bima wa itse re sharp ka ba successful ke le mona tikileng ngira braga bona every day kwena ta ko mabima mfethenza wa goodly
but that kind of
goodly side now tla be le now understand you are preparing yourself for that you are positioning yourself for that nako e long I hit samesa I understand like there's this other apostle Joshua Anthony Joshua ke mangwa mitsi jo I think he's from Kada West Africa or something wa mitsi rochi ke bang apostle Joshua or something
or TB Joshua
not TB Joshua man this other one and
TB Jones
not this, nah he's still thing you know like why you that but I forgot already na lung romela tsona vele ke tla mo checka ta so Liana he does say you know sometimes we pray so much we do all these things and sorry like rena batho ba tumelo vele like a rena re tsamaidi
sure
ke di ma bravo ba itse batla ho
ba lo re buti podcast
yeah rena re va dilo tseo I understand re batho ba tumelo like we Christians are believe mo modimo we believe in the higher power so you can't just solely say like modimo tsa batho ba guthusa I understand you can't say you're praying gore wena ba 1 2 3 batlang but you're not even like putting yourself in positions to probably like modimo ga thoma are ku I understand yeah because now you're saying you want a wife talk you want a wife be ang mabara o dutse go tsala teng go ntling ya magris o motse wa misa go ntling ya magris like le modimo le ena mabra like go na le tse dingwe mabra like are being serious a rapela braga like how rapedisa something no okay sharp you are moving towards that thing probably find it might happen in 2 months because le ngulungulu le no wa bona no wa push like somewhere somehow take God as like our reference how to rapela ntse wirang mtse as motho le ena wa itse re you have to convince him to a certain point though I understand you are really trying to be there and you are doing everything in your power but you know you cannot do it alone I understand that's where he comes in then he upholds you with the then jobon humble umnato clara like same gore o batlo ba humble na le sa khona ha
you not be practice
khona tamilo thome no like thome no because if like that's why the change can either be good or bad I understand like if it changes you for the good then you can tell her maybe even with your humbleness like we might not even know who we're just gonna know her that man like he's working on something What's up, vibe?
Yeah, if it changes for the good,
understand.
yeah,
Hey, what try
whatever.
me there?
Like, it's not
Maybe
easy.
what's about to how limit them because we're not very bata.
Yeah.
I can't to eat and here it's about. Hey, go
Mana ke
pop.
popa,
I understand.
like,
And I
sure.
feel a little. I feel it. Yo.
No, whatever. I feel like even
like it's something
you
you have
like,
to okay be in that thing or no man. Answer no next sharp. So what's the point of being humble? That's what you're saying. No, you still be humble even though no. Santo zama, santo ira. Understand? No, no. Because Mutoba humble, you know, and after 2 minutes, my brother wait, what change charge.
And can I tell you something? What's all the happy na wana majita change la meditable. Like when they become financially, stable and all that. Sometimes it anger. Like I feel like when they are not struggle, but when they anger starting for una majita sukula wana chances zama. Pela all mjita even though una girlfriend or in. Sometimes ona lo wana na all le na ombona starting oh sharp with level high yo ulikia in whatever okay no top. But like we have our knowledge one and you look at them free. But how we share one of it like okay. Link to even though so come hard to go well. That thing you tibanga you constant oh when I'm on do bona we know we need you understand. So immediately when opo pala feel obviously usona le ntwana wa tsi una le mo aggressive go ya ba na kana bana ba khalle ba sampa hence tlo kopala situations tsa tsolang I don't know if you guys remember tabana o tell about fucking car na trend o bona tsa motho tse jolo
get out of my fucking car
yeah this one to yela hore o thi ha isa tsela o tholo ke o tholo re maybe ke la sokola vele and then ya pop I pop it into I phone o ka
no asancenga next yeah
la ka ba sleep queen tsena se o tlo thosa tsela
even though it's not the right thing to do but yeah ba buy like but that thing the because some of them o check like abantu ba khawate ona le matsa mango mo braka they go MIA after khawate gile sebaka wa nyamal a bua wala sharp how you tswa ka o iragetseng byang I'm not saying o tso ira dilo tse di snacks but he probably got to a point where he took all that manarna banna how monolo ba monna braka like we were saying last story that's why batho ba balegela ka ta understand being a man in South Africa actually being an African man I don't want to say being an African man being a black African man is the hardest thing any human being can endure dog so mutho o tsa penela as motivation so there's no way but go botsa ke re le makhotman ba bitsi ba fanas yeah okay la re kitimisa mokasi kolo ya ko yena ha itse every time o tswa ka mapona kitimisa kolo e godile no ina le Mazda watwa ro ba ka Mustang ontsara na le matla no na le femetse 2 a jiga kasi ha re mrutile ball re mrutile bo fa marala a re fili jo itla dao sa bitsa le ba uncle ba rena re sho ba fanas
cause no life didn't change
mana o bone masiba mo bra o bone dile khale ba mo irisa khale le ice boy ontsara plus le lo tsetsa ma Gritman no ba re khawata o tlamile ba tshelle henisi Gritman ontsara a itse ra one day o itshara o mo tsa Gritman le wena a hopo ene re na majita a re sha as much as we are easy when it comes to Baba side we are easy to let a lot of things slide but yeah munna I feel that saying ya madoda I feel is true dog like we hold sure. Na braga ka botsa le no ona le o mongwe somehow tla botsa re dinile 1 2 yengwe le re na ke dibetse mo bra mara tla go botsa re mana wena ile wa dira 1 2 o magala le wena jo like maybe I hopola ontsara mara wena o kra no sa itse because you're not the victim at that point in time ontsara o thewa ka mo shapile ko teng mona na mtho wa lo tsara zaka mona ha o bona o ira aka no zero obvious ke na zero direct mara nyo ko ba mo spacing sa gore mo file mabra ra di bona le mo di show tse di so pister di shebang talk like a lot of things there di shebang mo reality mona day to day lives that's where we learn we see gore shit. That's why as a man, if you don't have your own, one
thing I would like to say, somehow I feel like they need to be patient with us. I know it's difficult because mind you, we know very well about home about the struggle, about to school. Understand? But I don't go free. Go free le ntse ke phela philo. A ba free ke le cheese boy, ka ke na di minute ke le go free le ke le philo. Wa ntumela ke le jwalo. Ha wa ntumela ke na di minute. And then during our relationship, wa bona potential ya I understand for lori banana ba kwatang ba bang impatient for majito lori vele a really exist vele as a man you can relax especially in the one but wa bona mfethu there is something that I'm trying to but it's not easy but I'm trying to knock here I'm trying to knock by this door I'm pushing like deep because you know sometimes we tell them to tell kind of game movie I'll tell you Acrimo. Sometimes we tell
you last minute exactly.
Nini ugena lose patience o won't see. Handle cut out immediately after you left me. They keep up.
And let's say na nakalobotsa machi. How can I learn I don't care how long that hand stayed and how long whatever I enjoy learning because I can also call a coward frustrated when the frustrations are going. Le no la below violence. Ala bila violence solo papa brag to muti. Nyo go zama. Ke modimo. Sabaya kira out here sharp ka wena he mamang na tlhokometse no pop emna o sile mtho.
Yeah, but that's true.
O sile mtho. O sile mna tamaya mna vaya enjoy it mara make sure gore bona wa hila. I'm shape ko teng ba. O post down. Braga ba yona.
Yeah, this is good. You know, I feel like that one me or baba sali yo fit what's up in for ona maki. Ka fela aso go re. Ka ke na ntwe la re. Wa bona le go ntse tse trenda mo Facebook go indota kapa monna ke vene kapa indota
must as he should.
Yeah, when I want to know something I don't know why I forget this but ke mkhotwa Penway there's this guy on podcast when it's Penway. Wanna know na bua ka re at this current generation at this time on the value of a man ke poko. But it's as country ba re ubuhlelo ndota inkomo zakhe. Yeah ona bua le nya no matter let's say bona wena ne uhlaya no wahlaya umpho you've got a good heart o thusa bana you ba champions like community they know wena umtho sharp ne naba ba tseba ba bacha wa bolaya mfu bacha wa utswa o ke tsotsi mtsolokolo ona mara as long as kina le nyu wa hlakpa ka viana what's again the value fit away because ha ke hlaya ba tlonga respect to fit away
and you probably have a more audience than me
than you so can to one another hlalsa whether we like it or not as out we know that so ga tseba outing fit re bona value ya mchita vele tlamile vele wena nyu ene ka ofela ga batla ba le nyu mfethu ha se bona ba ha ke asgela it's always ke batla ba le nyu when I go to work every morning when I wake up I want to have money I want to make money so women baskana na some of like relaxite we don't want to make money ga batla ba bo magudzumela what do you call it
magudzumela mabara majita go hoshna home
this thing comes sometimes when I go to some topics like this but you get emotional because
because another thing that I wanted to add on is this thing ya gore we take away the fact that this men during their lowest moments talk like basadi can be very deliberate talk mosadi khona gore antsa go bona wa khabatega sharp ona lo ena le ready means and what not maybe Lena at that point in time also told you that open thing ya gore aka tswela ko ntanga maybe she's not comfortable yet to atswela content and whatnot so she's settling with you at that point in time because Lena maybe she's at that level of understand so she feels like maybe that's what she deserves Lena at that point in time so she's settling for whatever you have to offer at that point in time mara ke motho jo like she's gonna say some things ra tlo bua mantsamangwe a tlo hira ka mkhomong and majita like I said majita a re bale jo understand we might be happy dog kausane after even though mabana umpulise ka mkholore bana ba serious aba patla mo tshwana le nna mo ke nabile maoto what ring jo like what are you saying to me you understand what do you think is the first thing I'm gonna think of how se ke tswere za ke like go gopola lo tseno di ring
ke go ke tlo lahle that's the
Lengasula. I'm gonna have to make you understand. There was a point in time you made me feel like shit.
Yeah.
I'm understand.
Majita
yeah. And versa. It goes both ways. Beside I feel like they can do the same thing. I understand. Yeah. So it's not necessarily just men, but also even women. Like in that lowest moment, stop like our building. Let's learn to ring something in a positive way in a way where we speak life into each other as partners. We understand like we must normalize that thing talk like it's not even about manifesting anymore but just speaking life into your partner in a sense I know you're at the lowest moment and let's how the class straight but dog, keep on pushing, you will make it. I understand. Keep on doing, like you have my support. I don't understand whatsoever that's happening right now. Okay, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not happy with where we are. I'm not happy like the situation you are putting me as well as your partner Moyon. But you know what, dog? I'll keep on praying for Reina. I'll keep on praying for you. And whenever Papa, I know you will make things right for us. I understand. That's the like, fam. Come on, man.
No, not happy. Just to add on.
Rochi, you got another something.
Not about something.
Yeah, make it better now.
Oh, for sure.
From the movie that you said.
Yeah.
Hopefully you saw that scene where that guy after Apo.
Yeah, sure.
I wanna another old.
Yeah.
Then Musadola ne asansi anali my mentality the guy still poor.
Yeah.
He even gave him like 2 minutes.
Sure.
Just to come and say everything. Even embarrassed him.
Yeah, I
Said
remember. Yeah,
something
sure.
like that. You come here, you borrow the suit just to impress me.
Sure.
Only to find out that guy is money.
So
after that, Damana Mota and I developed by greed. For no money is involved. And then she even said, we're not even getting back together. Don't think we will ever get back together. Until that guy was coming like capis.
That's what happens in most cases. Like that's why I'm saying like arguing, man. Like arguing. So if mfethu waitsi batla fela
mara situation is unfair. Situation is buone different of it. But what we about to go but we understand the link to check that I explain. With that situation like Leon and Tlhalosa a re kopanya le ya roche. Motho a ronda e ba mthombe hence le qeta go ntho ya ba patient le ba. I feel like sometimes they lose patience, understand? Yeah, motho a o bone ka re ntse ba pala. Maybe let's say music or when you keep on pushing your dream, obvious dream what's on take it the dreams.
Great things.
So I'm saying how one of you must go 9 to 5, but I'm saving. As I understand, this thing 10 not to understand. So they lose that. So keep on honestly speaking, whole point you keep on hence what develop if they went through a certain thing.
And another thing, Majita, let's not always try to reshape or what. I think even ourselves, we need to take accountability for the type of woman we choose for ourselves. I understand.
Yeah.
Like that's why Barry, the most important choice a man makes more pillow is the person I'm young as Musadia, the wife. The wife you choose for you, brother, that's the most important decision you're making in your life.
And I understand that.
Brother, Oscar Sheva fela hore motho ira. Sheva motho mo khetileng. Okay, that level la ro khetha ga sa khetha fela. You're gonna end up in situations you never thought you would be in them, and you're gonna uncover certain characters how you were never even supposed to understand. Like this can be me. Program how if I understand. Like act out of character, understand. Don't go out of your way to be something that you are not, or to try and portray an image for someone who impress and whatnot. Understand? The woman we choose, brother, like says a lot about us, man. So like let's do the right thing. Understand? As much as we say please be patient with us, in that time, let's make it easy for them to stay. Let's make it easy for them to be patient. And you can't choose someone. It's not really about being patient, and then you expect them to be patient. I understand.
Yeah.
Like take your person. I know because certain things she will say or do will be, if our like Kaliana, she's gonna make sure her device and like create that attraction. Understand? Sure. She's gonna do things to our heart. So you answer. You're gonna also do things like. But what I'm saying is, Hariska, like take her for that person before and take that and believer o jolang le na wena o mokhetang wena o matlelang o kapatlelang yena ang understand o mono re na le tshisanyama Saturday o moni Wednesday re na le tshisanyama o moni Tuesday gape no o nyaka gore ai phebe wena o na bjala too much wena ha o phela ko tshisanyama wena
no go mbonele o mthotse le jo
I understand and o khatlhila ntse le bja like take her like o ka se re no ga o e bona ke no ga wa nyo gore no ga ka o sa nebe katse man I understand like so as much as le bona we are saying they must let's also answer input output check yourself first nna ke o tshelo ra grata o bloma le tshisanyama ke di understand go tsa le tshisanyama mala wa nkhatlha mara phela tshisanyama ai it's king it's fine e ke grade wa sa ra tshisanyama.
It makes sense.
Like clean to avoid a lot of hurt, dog. Because the universe has a way of making you pay for that thing. What you pay? How many of them baba siling basadi baba kawategileng le bona ba popa baba sia ba bua ba fasivie and then for them to get back up it takes they never even made it up again. Banyoko khutlela morao.
Hape sometimes o kwatisa basadi mfetio batho ba kwata ne go tsa batho ba mfetio
the universe will make you pay ke karma answer ke universal law ka sa le ke nna ka sa le kwena butia go understand like always do unto others what you want them to do unto you ke Sunday phela no sa tla re ringa lo tse di massive re la re bana ba try yeah mna ba cha mna bra ga if ni
so I've got questions for both of you before we end the show.
Sure
in your current love lives, whether you are married or not, in your current love lives, I'd say any one of you will go first. If in your current love life, in your current situation, do you think you can change the media wena so any one of you then I'm going to answer it. I'm going to just go, but one of you can go first and tell us
what I say.
When I just have a relationship, if a papa or this is Sunday Monday, boom.
50
yeah, 50 million media o ka poso va ile
yeah ne for nale now I won't even change for my lady because it's something that someone that I know like like if I don't know no it's not next what kitaba ngophe to spend like anything kina le because ke motho mo o philele nna ke sena next angamoyela so now because I've had money I've got standards I don't think I will change because even where I'm going I don't even know but on Saraja because the person that I maybe can choose or can unknown she doesn't know my struggles she doesn't know to be where I am right now because I have money pleasure one joy so it's better for me to enjoy like limuto like isoko tsile
sure
or I need so I'm hating someone so I'm trying like I was with her through tribulation and all stuff no it's our time to enjoy now I change
so that means the struggle was useless
the struggle was useless
now it's time to celebrate
because now it's time to celebrate to enjoy life
like one
shot
sure
Posa
Ulaha
hey lilla
be honest
salina jo
be honest be
jolly rama braz mi galo davar ko chinchita jo anga su chinchita jo ngasum chinchita mi dol but from before obviously nanga su chinchita jo nanga chinchi ma braz kalobotsa le lo bona kare mpathele color mana khantena dimpontshe this the episode ke khona ho bola re ginile ngabo
sure
but I don't think I will change braga I don't see the need to understand that because like Rochi was saying mutho braga already mona ke trainee like one understand like we have somehow managed to match whatever differences that we have into one thing and we can find a way around to understand that cafe all of a sudden I wanna start from scratch le motho mongwe ke thome another program ke thome ke rute motho gore na ke mo lebelela yana tlamela itse ke ra o reng now what you understand that like it's pointless dog. It's pointless. It's like basically what happened to club Liverpool. No build a team, we then gaming, we a big team, we try to say easy. Then you leave how via career how sharp it's still there's somehow but you don't get the credit you deserve for the progress and success that you have achieved with that team because no Liverpool you're a league. I won.
Unfortunately for the level shots, IPL every I tell like Tita Ragnat. Mavare Manchester City are better. Gune Pop, Mavare.
No one knew, and
so Liverpool
Liverpool a lot.
Arsenal Liga. Arsenal Liga.
Manager,
the joke. Bare, Arsenal Liga, what nobody to know
about so it's sad. It's sad to watch and it's sad to even think about it, I understand.
Yeah.
But another side that I'd like to add, because we can't always guys, aren't you going to pretend there?
I guess that's when I get to be honest. You know, I get to be honest. Because then I get to be honest.
Like one thing I will say when it comes to like the way I believe if that was the case, I would not really change, but a lot of decisions that I probably I'm thinking now, I'll make that choice in future. I understand. I feel like I'll make them now. Like if Kinyala no, if I Kinyali no, and it keeps it, Leona, she must just know it's not happening. Like a lot of decisions still already. Now I'm saying it's not the time adjust like I would make them immediately. Don't understand, and people might think I've changed. Can't the next? It's just that now I know. Like now it's clear. Now I know. I understand. And another thing, Ramajita Rochi, you can also correct me if I'm wrong. But we all know like the intention of whatever relationship that we want to work, whoever we are attracted to these hands for different reasons. Before your doll one no braga like you knew understand, but you knew like the intention, you knew whatever intention you had for that person and that relationship. You might adjust it, we tweak it, we free during or maybe pending, but you know, bruh. So another thing, you go there intention then you start to see then you settle for that because you are going to treat her sharp and whatnot, but you know you don't love her. That is not true thick and thin. She is with you, you are not with her. How low via you don't feel anything, and we look at you as the third person. I understand. So let's try to be honest. Let's try to be intentional about relationships and straightforward. I understand.
So I know your answer is I'll never change.
I'll never change, but there's a certain conversation that we are gonna have as soon as it's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. After that, then baby, after the conversation we have, either around or something. And I can tell you, you can't disagree with me. I said, right. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk. About this question and then we close after that. There's this man who came dealing no via that this man and I forgot how the conversation even started and everything, but basically we were talking about banana vajo like and we don't realize that, which is one thing also in input output. How now a behavior a certain way and whatnot. Maybe you like the way she's behaving. Give yourself credit. because what you are doing something right. Your input is what is giving you that result, which is the output.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever you put in is what you get out. Understand? So nabua hore. Chira mfethu itla o shebile mabra le bloma maybe I'll blame ka fela but la push avanza o go itse mo motho biang because you guys talk from time to time or your daily activities you can no motsa ka letsatsi la even though you guys don't talk during the day understand but she has an idea of your daily routine wa itse bega how akazama o highlight bega how re ka ba so Monday ka ira 1 2 answer like ene it's a bias she's gonna be right about it because there are studies at these people and we also have an idea you probably know maybe you don't know how a young stage or let's say we are like so with that like nabua hore majita kra motho a kilibetse nyana but yana he was making it a joke nyana because he was telling me about how wa pusha ko spanning wa bolt like we said this small size wa dibusa so they were supposed to pay for transport you understand transport they okay 1.5 so ba savers ake because no ke na ba isang o botsa fro 1.5 yela mfiti bona ere ke nna ke bereka la petrol ka data tselega sizare ona wena tla hata 5 tawo yela nna ka taba ke answer so sanchaela gore le mara le nna ka understand because from time to time ake mo jumpisetse le nna ga ke le wete fandi one gore ke mona ai ka bona le petrol ke tshaba le go itlatsa ke le tsa a diringanga tshela ra mana ka itsa ka tsena bona ire tla bona re out here currency bill understand as le go tsoga tse ding or maybe instant like asa mkhopela ya petrol o tla mntwa ditse mkhopela ya petrol no a bui next chito ra le na ya bona man I think I saw like petrol this yeah I saw here next how will le gasoline na kanti ahora dira dia Spain ahora no na do understand le so you must really be intentional to a point where certain things like the automatic you already know answer like lim flow how your partner why you all okay sharp ereke maybe guy something yana for buy something ya room to sa go ira whatever ile right push ba understand then le na you no man ish for no ksale we ke peche ka daba ke check flow but like reciprocal input output braya ba understand always reflect always go back and check we evaluate it. Even in friendships we evaluate na friends na tse di fake
I cannot friends
agre le bona the same way akona ngo popa o thewisi fro ya ha wena umpintsha ha na
so okay now we'll just keep it short
on shade
now honestly speaking I don't know. No, I'm being honest. Nah, I don't know. I don't want to lie. I don't want to do anything. I don't know because
viewers.
No, listen.
If the viewers could talk, I think one of them already. I
feel like I want to relate. I feel like now this thing. Can you to a point down? Kai nani sisa kai nani sisa. Cause kai new guys. But honestly speaking, based on the way like you guys have spoken about the way it's understand. I think if ever like killing na nka ipea to that point like kinana velo okay maybe aka influence because she gave me beautiful daughter bro. If I think about certain things besides that it's not about the daughter but I'm just thinking about okay so okay I never asked for the daughter I never asked for a child in fact like she did you understand because I didn't know kupa you do just scrap kupa wana ona le ing you understand so okay then grand hana flop if ki check ntho ena tsetse jwang ki check bo family bo background how they treat me so those kind of things now the reason why I don't know is before I analyze the whole situation because I know charity ke flop but I'm gonna have to think about before ke Spanish hanga ba wise enough I feel like you wise enough to think before because okay this has happened then that's why I get to make the right decisions but I can't like sana hani ki focus amone ona like go chana chulo how ka hata chile to fita babo gimo to the flow na haya ke na mfiti bikina no yo kila nyuko to pan Cape Town ka wata ntutso pili kila ta M4 kila ta yin ke see nese ntso go rutsa ke dumsi but haya ka kena biki khutlela mogao ke nana nyuko ke I remember I promised to marry this guy then
that's right I'm still
yeah I think ngesimsida. So my answer saying I don't know, it was based on the decision that I'll make. How you weekend? Because I feel like you guys can. When I decision come no weekend. Oh, decision to income bill. You want to determine.
And another thing that I've realized, once as a out, enough. I don't want to say a lot because it's something that happens even at the level that we are at. I think maybe Lilina, you guys have experienced this. When you have money, you think about things the way you don't normally think about things.
Yeah. Can I make an example for
Yeah,
the hona tlo ka tloa re a ke gola go dia fela ke tlo kenya festere go ke example ha nyo go kena go di fela o ikenya so that's what I think was
yeah so we tend to do that. So wabona if you are an intentional partner only prayer worry only someone that speaks life into your partner already man, you are in control dog. There is no way mutho see man ngondo ya hae ke ngondo ya hao I understand because ngondo ya lena ke ngondo ya Joe, that's a bar. That's a bar. Repeat. Like, guys, don't forget. I hope you guys will start because God is good, man. We wouldn't be here, all of us. Baja three, but here saying,
before we talk about Pepsi, all the way.
Pepsi SA,
brand new can. But the same taste.
Same
taste. Brand new design.
So, yeah, guys, we're gonna call it a day. I hope you enjoy it, man. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Go to YouTube. #2025 Rekafela. It's your co-host Mpo. I'm with your boy Buffalo Bacha. Rochi man is also there. We thank you, man. If it wasn't for you, that's why Bacha is 11.
Yeah, but I was since go down my blog, but I feel like we didn't keep my blog.
Oh, that's all, man.
Thank you,
understand, and I hope I represented you. And I'm a dollar to represent a shop.
I'm your host, Buffalo Patch, and thank you so much for tuning in. Return up next week. We're going to give you episode number 5. This was Thank you,
Thank you so much for your support.